If you're texting the girl and she's slowly taking longer and longer and longer to respond, it's probably like 10% your text game, but I really say it's like 80 to 90% is just so you're getting a flaky, half shitty phone number where the girl gave out her phone number, but she doesn't even really have an interest or a desire in seeing you again. And now you're texting her every so often and she's slowly ghosting you because she really wasn't that interested to begin with, as opposed to running a really good interaction, minimal texting and calling in between, and just getting her out on that date and really running a good date. And then from there, you're in a position where she'll be excited to see you on that next date. And you're in a position where you could properly run a good courtship. If you're texting the girl and she's slowly taking longer and longer and longer to respond, it's probably like 10% your text game. But I really say it's like 80 to 90% is just she wasn't that into you to begin with. You started out with the fucking half-assed flaky number to begin with, probably because you just didn't run the interaction well enough. And now she's not that excited to see you. And she starts texting you, and now the longer the amount of time that goes by, the more the vibe is fizzling out even more. Or maybe she even had no desire to even see you to begin with. She just politely gave you the phone number, and she's slowly just dragging it out so it inevitably fizzles out more and more and more and more and more. If you're in a position where you're at that point where the number isn't strong and you can't text the girl a bunch, what I recommend doing, I reach out like once or twice a week, and it's usually either like a video of me doing some cool shit, or it's an invitation for her and her friends to come join me to do something over the weekend. I'm rarely just blowing up these girls' phone with, "Hey, beautiful, what's up? How was your day?" That's like bullshit, meaningless texts that aren't going to get you that far. And the back and forth, you have no value built up. You have no like capital to spend. So the way you can kind of keep it neutral is by anytime you're in communication with her, it's inviting her to do something cool. It's showing her that something fun's going on. It's conveying you have a cool, fun lifestyle that if she were to come out, it's cool. It's like, what's some bored fucking loser that's like, "Hey, beautiful, how's your day going? Oh, tell me all about it. Oh my God, no way." You just sound lame and you're too available. And she's like, I'm not excited by this guy. He's not cool. I have no desire to fucking see him. Let me just give it a little bit of time and spread out my text messages so the vibe just fizzles out and dies. What you need to do is be the guy that's like not hitting her up that much. But when you do, it's because something cool's going on. So there's like a cool opportunity. There's a couple girls in my phone that if I hit them up, they know it's because like there's a party going down this weekend. I'd much rather be that dude that when I text the girl, even if we don't speak often, she knows it's because there's a cool fucking thing going on that weekend that she could probably bring her friends to. I don't give a fuck about the texting. What's important to me is getting the girl out, even if that means she comes out with her friends. Why? Because I know if she's out at the venue at some point, I'll have an opportunity to have some one-on-one time with her, to be a little flirty and to escalate. I can't fucking escalate with her through a cell phone. Text her all fucking day, even if she's texting me back. That's not going to get me anywhere. The moment she comes out in person, I have an opportunity. Even if she's with her girlfriends, I can use that to my favor because my social skills are really good because I've practiced game and communication. So you put me in front of her and her three friends, if anything, they're going to be impressed because I'm socially confident. I can connect with everybody. I can run a group interaction. I can do all of this stuff very effectively. Well, guys are going to watch this video and be like, "Well, what if you're not that guy? What if I can't do that? How do I still get the girl when I'm a fucking loser?" Well, you fucking work on this shit, dude. Like you go out, you practice your communication. You hire a mentor that's been through it that can give you the step-by-step process. Okay. And then you participate and engage and stay in communication to get that feedback so I can give you the step-by-step plan. Fuck this bullshit texting when the girl's flaking. And what's the one message I send her that reignites the attraction and gets her to come back out with me? And the other thing is social media, Instagram. She can still watch me doing cool shit by viewing my stories, even when I'm not texting her constantly. Ideally, I do something fun or funny or cool that she sees on my story and she reaches out and I can get her to actually start conversation without me just saying, "Hey, beautiful, what's up?" Okay. So there's a lot of different tools you can use to keep girls engaged without texting all day and letting it fizzle out. Dude, it's not necessarily about having a cool like video of like oh my God, I'm on top of Mount Everest. It's not like that. It's about having fun, engaging videos. Okay. That's oftentimes like you talking into the fucking video. Like you could put me in any bar. I could make a fun, funny, cool, engaging video because of my communication into the camera, the way I interact with the people around me. Maybe there's girls around me having fun. I bring the girl on camera. Maybe there's like a fucking Snapchat filter that I'm playing around with the girl. Anything, dude, like anything. So it's not necessarily like, oh, well, I need to go kayaking down the fucking river, you know? You don't need to do that, but like you need to be engaging and have a good vibe to you. What is the most important thing with your communication on social media and stuff? Okay. It's not about like, I'm in a helicopter, look at my feet looking over the place. Like I'll be in my room on my couch talking into the camera and I'll create more engagement because of the communication and the emotion that's being communicated. You need to get good at speaking and communicating. The way you do that is through practice. There's no coincidence that part of the homework in one of the weeks is communicating and posting your communication, because we can analyze your communication and I can critique it and tweak the dials to get you better and better and better. And then you can compare it to my communication, or you could look back at your old videos and see where your vibe is off. And, you know, in weeks 2, 3 of the mentorship, we go over all the small little elements that make for engaging communication and vibe and energy and create that emotion within the person that you're interacting with, whether it's a person or even a cell phone. Don't think so much, I need to be in a helicopter or on Mount Everest. Think about how can I communicate into the cell phone in a way that provokes emotion. Do you spend hours and hours on YouTube watching pickup and dating content, but yet you're still not getting the results you feel like you deserve? I mean, that's exactly how I was. I spent 9 months watching YouTube content obsessively without ever making a single approach, without ever talking to a girl. And the messed up part of it was I genuinely thought I was getting better while I was watching that content. I would watch a new video, I would study, I would learn something, and in my mind, I thought I was getting better. And this process continued over months and months and months. The reality, I never talked to a single girl during that time. And when I finally went out, I had watched so much content that I was so overwhelmed in my brain that I couldn't even open. 9 months wasted studying content to take zero action. Because the reality is, it's not about the content you study, it's about the action, the implementation, and the execution that's ultimately going to get you those new reference experiences, that's going to get you that success, that's going to build up that core confidence and help you internalize the content you actually study. Okay, studying without execution is literally meaningless. It's actually going to put you more in your head. Okay, that's literally what happened to me. And it wasn't until I finally hired a mentor and was invested, had some skin in the game, had some accountability, that I finally started taking action. He showed me that step-by-step game plan, that roadmap, as well as what I needed to focus on this week, right now, what I needed to go out and do and execute. And guess what? Once I had all of those pieces and I was actually invested and I had that guidance, I did take that next step. I did push it one step forward, and I did finally start to make some progress, okay? Watching a bunch of content without doing the other side of it is absolutely pointless. And this is exactly why I've come up with my brand new mentorship program, to hold guys accountable, to give them that personalized guidance, as well as that step-by-step game plan for them to focus on what they need to go out to implement and to execute right now. Not watching hours and hours and hours of content to get more in their head. No, none of that, okay? I'm gonna literally show you what you need to do right now just to take that next step. We're gonna hold you accountable. I'm gonna answer any questions that you have along the way, and you're gonna get that personalized coaching that you need from someone that's been through this before, okay? That's the best way to get results in this, and ultimately the most effective, fastest process to really genuinely get good at this, okay? So if you're interested in doing this, click the link below, click the link in the description, and book a free call with us to find out more about how you can work with me, not a member for my team, but actually you'll work with me personally to achieve your goals with women and dating. Click the link below, and we'll talk to you soon. Peace out.